Good afternoon, dear student.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Assalamualaikum.
Good afternoon.
Assalamualaikum, sir.
How are you, sir?
Yes, Alhamdulillah. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my late.
It's okay, sir.
So, can we start, dear student? Already we have 7 minutes. Can we start?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. If you have a book with you, you can open page number, Rosen book, page number 84. If you have a book with you, you can open page number 84. And online page number 105. Online page number 105. 105. Okay. We have to prove it. This is our target. We have to prove that is given in page number 83. One line page 105. Actual page number 83. Page number 83 and one line page 105. Okay. Those are using mobile or online page. You may go there, page number 105 or actual page 83. This is our question. We have to prove, that is we are dealing with the integer. Okay, integer. Can you see the board clearly?
Yes, sir, we can.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, thank you. Actually there are several things we are going to talk today. First one is integer and some uh, going to prove, that is this is how many way you can prove, in which way you can prove this, and another is algorithm, right? Algorithm if possible, or maybe next class we will start. Okay, so first integer. So if n is an word integer, then n square is also word. Try to understand, dear student. So there are method of contradiction or contrapositions. There are so many way, or a real way you can prove it. Method of contradiction you can prove it. Method of contraposition you can prove it, right? So how can you prove it? That is, if n is an odd integer, then n square is odd. Do you understand the question? As for example 3, is it odd or even? This is odd number. So if you square it, it's square. It's square. So 3 square, it's 9. So 9 also odd.
What number,
If you,
sir?
yes, if you consider 5 which is a odd number, 5 square, that is 25, also odd number, right?
Yes, sir.
If you consider 4 which is even number, it's 4, you cannot say this 16 is odd,
16.
right? Do you understand? You cannot say this is not odd number. So something like this is the question. If n is an odd integer, then n square is what? This is the question. Do you understand, dear student?
Yes, sir. Sir, I have a one question, sir.
Yes, Farhan.
Sir, can I?
Yes, Sakibul. Okay, Habib.
Okay, sir. Sir, in this situation, we are odd and even number. Then that's why we can tell odd number is like false and even number is like true. Is that procedure, sir?
Yes, you can say that is procedure, but we have to prove, Habib. We have to prove that if n is what, if 3 is what, if we square it, then 9, this 9 will be also square. You have to prove mathematically, you have to prove logically, you have to prove by contradiction or any other way, right? Do you understand, Habib? Yeah, this is definitely in terms of proposition, in terms of proposition, okay? Now, dear student, try to understand. All these things are very easy, but there are so many things here. So I'm going to help you. So, dear student, if n is an odd integer, so please focus on this word here. Integer, n is integer, not here real number, not here any other number. It indicates that integer, right? It states that it's integer. What types of integer? Odd integer. Integer. N is integer. What types of integer? Odd integer. N is not, it's not a real number. It does not mention here it's a real number. It's integer number. So integer number means, again, if integer may be, there are two types, maybe positive integer or negative integer. Okay, positive integer, if you divide integer two types, positive integer or negative integer, right? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We are not dealing with real. Integer is a part of real number. Integer is a part of real number. Real is a global thing. Yes, Sahin.
Sir, সব integer number is sir maybe real number, sir.
Yes,
Negative, positive.
definitely.
Then sir, real number আপনি বললেন যে স্যার integer number but real number না। স্যার এই যে ফার্স্ট
Oh, okay. Actually, if it mention or denote by, if something is at the beginning, if it is given, if n is an real number, do you understand, Sahin?
yes sir.
It's not a real, it's an integer, it's specific. This is a part of real, right? If n is real, then you can say n is real, then you can say 1.5, this is also real, right,
Yes,
Sahin?
yes sir.
So it's square 1.5 square, that is, you cannot determine whether it is even or odd. Can you determine?
No sir.
So it's that is I'm just irrelevant question. I'm just saying that if n is an odd integer, here only given integer, not real. So integer is a part of real,
Yes sir.
right?
Sir, আমি এটাই
Specific
বললাম।
part. It's
Yes sir.
specific part.
Okay sir.
Now coming to the point, here integer here two types, positive integer and negative integer. We have considered here positive integer. So positive integer, then again integer what types of integer? There are even and odd integer, right? Even and odd. Even and odd, but you have to choose only the odd integer. Only the odd integer, okay?
Okay, sir.
So only odd integer. So this is our question according to if n is an odd integer, so you cannot consider like 1.5 you cannot say because this is not integer. You cannot consider 2, though 2 is a integer, but not what, right? So
Yes,
you
sir.
cannot choose. If n is an odd integer means here 3 to 5. So now the question is whether it is positive or negative. Do you understand? Whether it is positive or negative. Actually, dear programmer, try to understand. I am just explaining the possibilities, right? Do not say that you have to know each and every cases so that you can write each and every like ways. Do you understand why I am saying this?
Yes, sir. I can, sir.
So you have to know each and every part because all this is only word integer, but maybe some of you are telling that why I am saying that is real or this and this. You have to know. You have to know because there is a case, so you have to write as a complete program, something like this. So here integer, so integer positive and negative. So positive and negative only you can consider the word. So here you can ask this question, positive integer, what about the negative integer? So you can, if you consider 3, so 3 definitely negative 3, this is a negative integer. So is it odd or even? You can determine this is an odd number, right?
Odd number. Yes, sir. Odd.
Now if you consider the negative integer, so it's square, negative is square, so it's
Positive.
9.
Odd.
Now what? This is also odd, right? Okay, okay, dear student.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So here odd integer means maybe negative integer or positive integer. Positive odd integer, right? Negative odd integer or positive odd integer. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Here odd integer carry, maybe it will be positive odd integer or negative odd integer. That is the thing. Okay, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now coming to the point, I think you know what is odd integer. So according to the question, this question odd integer means maybe it will be negative odd integer or positive odd integer. So keep in your mind positive odd integer or negative odd integer. Okay. Now dear student, coming to the point, if n is an positive odd integer or negative odd integer, right? So what is the form? What is the structure of odd integer? I mean positive odd integer or negative odd integer. What is the structure? So dear student, if n, what is n? N is the odd integer, positive or negative.
Negative.
So if you consider 2 times any number, 2 times m, m
Then
is
will be positive integer.
any number, any integer number, where m is any integer number, any integer, maybe it will be positive, sorry, even odd or positive or negative, any integer. What is m? Where m is any integer, where m is any integer. So this n equals to what? What will be m? 2 times, if you multiply 2 any integer, so 2 times what? As for example, 2 times 1 which is what, right?
It's a positive integer.
2 times 2 even, right? 2 times 3 which is what number? What is this result? 3 times 6, right? 2 times like 4 even, we have considered even, so 8. Now what about this number? All these are even or odd?
Even, sir.
Even.
Even, right? So n equals to, if you consider n equals to 2 times m, where m is any integer, so 2 times m, this is a structure of even number. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is a structure of even number. So dear student, for even, since this is a structure of even number, and we have to consider, we have to express n as a integer number, maybe positive or negative. So if you just add 1 or plus 1, if you add 1 or if you add or negative, what will be the form? It will be odd number or even number?
Sir, odd number.
Sir, that is odd
Sir,
number,
odd
sir.
number.
Definitely. So if you, this is a structure. So what is the odd structure? N equals to, I mean odd equals to, odd number
2 into
equals
m.
to 2 times plus minus 1. You can write
One.
where m is an integer.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
If you just add, plus or subtract from even number, if you add, it's 1, so its result is 3, which is odd. If you just subtract, instead of, if you subtract it, its result is 1, that is odd number. If you add, so it's odd number. If you subtract, it's 3, this is also odd number. If you add 1, its result 7. If you subtract, its result is 5. So something like this. If you add or subtract 1, so it's definitely, this is a structure of odd number. Am I right? Am I right or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So dear student, this is the structure of odd number. So odd integer number. So if you consider, if you express, if you consider n equals to, if you consider n equals to what? You can consider n equals to m plus 1, or someone you can consider n equals to 2m minus 1, 2m minus 1. So both will be right. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Maybe Mr. Sahin, you can consider n equals to 2m plus 1, which is an odd integer number. Or if
Yes,
for
sir.
Jahan, you can consider maybe 2m minus 1. This is also odd integer number. So both are right. Both are 100% right. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
For network connection. So odd integer clear, I think. You know what is the odd integer, what is the structure of odd integer. Okay. Can I proceed
Yes,
for the
sir.
next?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Now coming to the point. So which one you are going to consider? Odd number? Which one you should consider as a structure of odd integer? N equals to which one?
So 2m plus 1.
2m minus.
2m plus 1.
Okay, 2m plus 1. Okay. I have already explained. You can write both, right? So I am writing only for my simplicity. I like it or something like this. You understand? Or you can write 2m minus 1. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Or,
Yes, sir.
or if
Yes,
you
sir.
interested, you can write plus minus. Anyway, now coming to the point. If n is an integer number, we have done it. What is n? This is the n, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now we have to prove this n square is odd, right? So we have to square on both sides, right, dear student?
Yes, sir.
I am writing this line, let this one on this line, If n is an odd integer, on the basis of this line, I am writing n equals to 2m plus 1. On this line, I am just writing this n equals to 2m plus 1, where m is an integer. Where m is an integer, right? I have already explained. Where m is an integer, okay? Is it clear? Up to this clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
So we can eliminate this line because already we have expressed this line. We have already expressed by like this term, okay? So this is now then n square is 1. So n is square. So you have to times, you have to multiply both sides like this, right? You have to square on both sides, right, dear student?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So since here is square, then you have to show n square is what? We know this is what? This is given. This clue is given. This clue is given. So we have to prove its square is what also. So now if you square on both sides, we are squaring on both sides, right? Can I write something like this? Okay.
Yes, sir.
I know. I think you know what is the formula.
Sir, A
What
plus
Yes,
is
sir.
the
minus.
A plus b whole
Yes,
square.
sir.
4m square plus 4m plus 1
very good. So 4
Yes, sir.
m square
plus
plus
4m
4m
plus 1.
plus 1, right? Right, dear student?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So what is the formula? We are using the formula a plus b whole square, right? A square twice ab, b square, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, dear student?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Lubna,
Yes, sir.
uh, can you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Lubna, 5 square equals to what?
Sir, 25.
25. So are you using a square plus 2ab plus b square?
Sorry, sir. I don't
Are you
understand.
using to calculate 5 square?
No, sir.
Are you using 5 square like this, a square plus twice ab plus b square?
No, sir.
No.
No.
So why
No,
you are
sir.
using this? Why you are learning this, Lubna? Why you are learning this formula?
Sir, can I tell this?
Yes, Habib.
So when our two opponent like A and B or like a five plus sorry like 3 plus 2 is coming, then we will apply that formula, sir. Otherwise, not.
Okay. Okay, Habib. Can I write 5? Okay. 3 plus 2. Can I write this?
Yes, sir.
So
No, sir.
now you want to use this formula, Habib.
No, sir.
Habib.
Yes, sir. We can.
But we know, according to Lubna, I agree with Lubna. Yeah, we know 5 times 5 equals to 25. So why am I going to use this formula?
No, sir. I said that when our like the two opponent in front of us, that time
Okay,
we will
okay.
use that formula.
We have two opponents, Habib. We have two opponents, 3 and
If
2.
any value is unknown, then we
So 5 is in.
use
If
formula.
value is unknown,
Yes, sir. Like that, sir. Unknown value.
If value is unknown, then what is the meaning? A plus xy square. What is the meaning?
Maybe, sir, we don't know the value of x and y. That's why we use formula, sir.
Since we don't know the value of x and y, so why we are going to use this one? Since we don't know the a and b, so why we are dealing with this formula? Lubna? Habib? So
Yes,
how
sir.
this formula help us? My question is, uh, why you are learning this formula? So I think this is nothing. This is
Sir,
meaningless
I
to
think,
memorize.
hello sir.
হ্যাঁ Sahin.
স্যার আই থিঙ্ক মানে যখন স্যার আমাদের মানে সেম গোল থাকবে বা একটা মানে মানে একটা জায়গায় পৌঁছাতে হবে বা সেম গোল লুক লাইক, দেন আমরা এই সূত্রটা ইউজ করি স্যার।
As for example, Sahin.
স্যার আমার এটা মনে হলো তাই বললাম আর কি, আমার কোনো এক্সাম্পল
Good,
নেই
but
স্যার।
can you give us an example? That's why I am learning this.
Sir, sir,
Yes.
when we are taking two variable, মানে, I mean, sum of two variable whole square, then we can apply this formula. But when we take two integer number, then we cannot apply this.
Like this.
Sir, for like
Yeah.
example,
Sheikh Mohammed. This
yes,
is
sir.
definitely square gives us to evaluate number, right?
Yes, sir.
Definitely it must have number. Okay. Square means square is on defined only on the number, right?
Yes, sir.
Square square only perform on the number, nothing else. Habib, you want to say something? Habib,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
you want to say something? Can we add or?
Sir, now I am thinking about that, sir.
And that's why I am asking you how this help, why we are learning this formula. I think this is meaningless, right? We are only memorizing this one. We cannot apply this formula in our university life, right? Habib?
Sir, like that, sir. But I am still confused, sir.
Yes, that's why my question, why I am learning this. This formula is a well-known formula, you know. That's very good. Dear engineer, or, I think you are very good in graph, right? Because this is the visible. We can
Yes, sir.
say
Visible,
this
sir.
is A,
Yes,
this
sir.
is B, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
A and B. So I have no scale right now. Okay. Suppose we can consider as like this 2 and 3. We can consider A as a 3 unit, B as a 2 unit, right?
ইয়েস স্যার।
Yes,
দুইটা
sir.
যোগ করতে হবে স্যার, দুই দিকে মাঝখান দিয়ে ভাগ করে।
Okay, so here up to this, this is B, which is 2. Can I remove this one? I mean this one, right? Do you understand? This total A plus B, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Understand, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is A, this one is B, right? This green signal denoted by B, this is B. A plus B, right?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Clear,
So,
sir.
sir.
we can eliminate this line. I'm coming later. We can eliminate this line. This is our a plus b. Are you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
From here to here, total distance is 5, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
you are
sir.
telling a plus b. You are telling this is a plus b. This whole distance from here to here, right? This whole
Yes.
distance you are represent by a plus b, or you are calling 5 units, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Here, if you consider like 2 units, right? So it's square, right? You are telling square. Square means what? 2 unit, 2 unit, 2 unit, 2 unit, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this
Yes.
is 2, this is 2, this one is 2, this one is 2. You are telling this 2 square. This 2 square is represented by this. Like,
Hmm.
are you agree
Yes, sir.
with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you add a plus b whole square, so square means what? So definitely this is our AB, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Since you are telling this 2 square equals to 2, 2, 2, all side 2, 4 sides 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Just imagine I'm not good at like this. I think equal, right? Though it is a not equal, please consider as a equal thing, as a equal, okay? I'm not good at drawing, okay? I'm sorry for this. Just imagine a square, okay? Like this. Are you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So this one is A. We are using by black. This one
So
is
this one
B.
is
B. This one is A. This one is
yes,
A.
yes,
This
sir.
one is B. Are you agree with me or not?
Yes, sir.
So definitely this is a square. Your square is represented by this square. You are representing this line, right? A plus B whole square. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Now if you connect this line here to here, can I connect?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
S square AB square. Yes, sir.
Now coming, there are four segments, right? How many segments? There are 4
4
segments. Can
segments,
you
sir.
see this? 4 segments. So there are 4 segments here. This is A, this one A. So what will be this one? This one also A, right?
Yes.
This one A, this one A. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
Since this is B, this one also B. This is B, this also B. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
What about the area? What about the?
S square, sir. S square.
Oh, I think you are good. I know all of you are very good. This is
Then
square.
yes,
This one is A square, right? What
yes, sir.
about this one?
AB.
Sir, AB,
AB, sir.
AB, sir.
AB. Very good. This is a rectangle, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
What
sir.
about this one? What about this area?
Also AB, sir.
Also AB, sir.
Also AB. What about the area?
B square.
Sir, A square,
Sir,
sir.
first one is B square.
Area কত?
Sir, B square.
Oh, BB. Sir, B square, sir.
B square. Now our original that was A plus B whole square, right? This total. Okay. This total.
Yes, sir.
This total is A plus B whole square, right? This.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now we have decomposed it. We have fraction it, right? This part, this part, this part. So how many part here? 4 part, right?
Yes, sir. Now I am clear, sir.
So if you add, so here A square, so you can write A square. Oh, it is black. We have written A square. Here AB, AB. Is that
Yes,
similar, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
2 AB,
yes,
sir.
Yes, AB.
Okay. So AB, AB,
Yes, sir.
AB
Plus B square.
plus B square. We have written each and every part as like this. Am I right or not?
Yes, sir.
Now this is our, since this is our same thing, you can add AB, AB and B square. Lubna, Habib,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
actually we are using this square not to evaluate like 5 square, not to evaluate like 2 and 3 or 1, 4 or something like that. Not this. Maybe suppose we have a simple thing, simple land or simple property or simple segment, okay, simple portion. So we can decompose according to our requirement like this way. You understand?
Yes, sir. Now I am absolutely
Yes,
clear,
sir.
sir.
And that's why we are learning this A plus B whole square, not to 5 square, something like this, that is 25. Now coming to the point, in my area there is no electricity. Okay, now coming to the point, dear student. Now, where we have to prove that n is what, right? We have to prove n is what. So n square is what? So n square this. Now we need to conclude this one, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So can I common from this part? Can I write 2m? Can I common
Sure.
Sir,
here?
we can come on 2M, sir.
2m, yes.
Yes, sir.
2m, so 2m plus 2
2.
or 4.
Sir, 2, sir.
Two, sir. Two.
Okay, you can common 4, right? Because
Yes,
there is a
sir.
4.
We can go
You,
for yes, sir.
you
Yes,
can
sir.
common 4.
4m.
So 4m.
Yes, sir.
So 4m plus 1,
M
right?
plus M plus
Yes,
1
sir.
plus. Yes.
M plus 1. So again you can write actually 2 times 2m m plus 1. Can I write?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
1. Yes, sir.
Can I write this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, in my, there is no, yeah. Okay, time for those. Now coming here, dear student, we know before showing m is odd number, before considering m is odd number, we know that is what is the structure of even number. Structure of even number 2 times any number, right? 2 times multiplication of any integer number. So here 2 and focus, this is any integer, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Focus on 2 and any integer. This is any integer. So definitely what is this? This is a form of even number, right? Totally even,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
right? Or
Yes, sir.
individually you can segment. This is or even, I mean 2 times 2m square, 2 into 2m, right? So this is also even, this is also even. So if you add two even number, then you will get even number, right? Individually, if you analyze,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But
if
sir,
you
here is
analyze
plus one, sir.
individual, then this is even number. So even number, sum of even number, then even number. Or you can directly say that this is 2 times any number. You can consider any integer, any integer. This total is any integer, 2 times any integer. This is the structure of even number, right?
Remember. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And even number plus 1, even
Odd
number
Odd
number.
plus
number.
1. So definitely this right side is also odd number.
Odd
Yes,
number.
sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Clear.
right side also odd number. There are simple thing, but I think there are so many part I have explained. Okay, do you understand?
Yes, sir. Understand,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Understand, sir.
Yes, sir.
That is given in page number 83 and one line book page number 104, 105. Eh? You can check there. So is it easy or difficult?
No, sir. Easy, sir.
Easy,
Easy,
sir.
So
sir.
just write, dear student, let n equals to, I am writing this one. Eh? Then just write 2m, or you can write even plus 1. So this is odd. Okay, this part is even plus 1. So even plus 1, that is odd. Can you prove another part? If n is an integer and n square is what, then n is what? That is example number 8.
Sir, please tell me again, sir.
Please,
Uh,
please.
example number 8. Would you please write down the question? You can try it. Please analyze, okay? Analyze. Try to increase your analysis ability. Okay, dear student. Do not focus on the math. All these math are very easy. But please try to analyze. Okay, there are so many factors. How many factors you can conclude something like this? Page number 8. Prove that if n is an integer, and n square is what? Then n is what? Do you understand the question?
Yes, sir. We can do it, sir.
Do you understand the question?
Yes, sir.
Same thing. Before we proved that is n is what? Integer, and n is what? We have proved it, right? But here completely opposite. Try to understand. Here n is an integer. Do you understand? Here n is an integer. So n integer means what? It carry it positive integer, negative integer, even integer, odd integer, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This means integer means this is even integer, n is even integer as well as odd integer for this line,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
If you convert into mathematics, n is an integer. Integer means you can consider n equals to 2m, plus 1 and n equals to what? N equals to, you can consider 2m. This is n. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And n is what? So n square is what? So you can consider here n square equals to another variable. You can consider 2k plus 1. This is the what definition, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So these two, with the help of these two, you have to prove n is what? You have to prove
Yes, sir.
n
We
is.
can prove it easily, sir.
Just substitute the value, right? You
Yes,
can
sir.
prove it. Okay, you can try. Next class we have, our time is short. So I think that's all for today. Okay. Or do you have any question? Dear
No,
student,
sir.
our time is short actually. Mathematics এর সময় পাওয়া যায় না. Next class আমরা অ্যালগরিদম নিয়ে কথা বলবো. Okay.
Okay, sir.
To understand.
Yes, sir.
ইনশাআল্লাহ next class আমরা একটা sorting করবো আর একটা searching. Okay. There are two types of search.
Okay, sir.
That is linear search and binary search. And another is করবো আমরা, কি যেন বলে, বাবল
Shorting
শর্ট।
bubble
হ্যাঁ,
shot.
শর্টিং। এইটুকু আমরা করে দেখবো। ওকে,
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
I think already you know this is your subject.
Yes, sir. In our data structure, we got that.
হ্যাঁ,
Bubble shot.
আমরা অ্যাটেন্ডেন্সটা নিয়ে নিই। আপনারা কি বুঝতেছেন নাকি কঠিন মনে হচ্ছে? আয়েশা তাসনিম রিক্তা,
Yes, sir.
আসাদুজ্জামান আশিক,
Yes, sir.
মেহেদী হাসান মুন্না, মেহেদী
Asadjaman
হাসান
Asif
মুন্না।
present.
ওকে, হাদিউজ্জামান,
Yes, sir.
সেলিম হোসেন সোহাগ,
Yes, sir.
সাকিবুল্লাহ মিয়ান,
Yes, sir.
মশিউর রহমান, আব্দুল আল মাহাদি হাসান সোহাগ,
So he just got
Abdullah.
disconnected. So he messaged, he got disconnected.
ইসরাফিল হোসাইন,
Present, sir.
হামিম হাসান, শাহাদাতুল্লাহ নাইম, আনিকা বুশরা,
Yes, sir.
নিয়াজ
Yes,
মোর্শেদ,
sir.
Yes, sir.
সাফাত হোসেন এমডি সাফাত,
Yes, sir.
বন্নি বিশ্বাস,
Yes, sir.
নজরুল ইসলাম,
Yes, sir.
রেদওয়ান আহমেদ রাতুল,
Yes, sir.
শেখ মোহাম্মদ সাদিকুল ইসলাম, ইমতিয়াজ হাসান রাফি,
Yes, sir.
তানজুম আক্তার,
Yes, sir.
জুলিয়ানা তনু,
Present, sir.
ফারজানা তানিয়া,
Yes, sir.
ইসরাত জাহান,
Yes, sir.
আব্দুল খালেক,
Yes, sir.
উম্মেহানি তমা, অনিক পল,
Yes, sir.
শাহিন
Present, sir.
ইকবাল, ফারজান আক্তার হিমা,
Present, sir.
এমডি বাইজিদ,
Present, sir.
Present, sir.
এমডি বাইজিদ, ওকে, রায়দা ফাইরুজ নাসরা,
Present, sir. Present,
রোমান
sir.
আফরোজ, Romana Afroz, Sabrina Akhtar,
She is
Sabrina
present, sir.
Akhtar, present. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Ifrat Jahan Lima, Lima, Ifrat Jahan Lima, Talukdar Abdul
You should
Latif
give the
Talukdar.
message in chat box, sir. If
You are
there's any-
present? You are present?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Abdul Latif Talukdar Shanta Chaudhary, Rahatil Mahmuda,
Yes, sir.
Ruhul Amin,
Present, sir.
Mashur Rahman, Nia,
Present, sir.
Roman Afroz present. খাজা মিনহাজ প্রেজেন্ট মশিউর রহমান কে আছেন
Yes, sir.
সরি
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ওকে ওকে নাহিদা ইসলাম নাহিদা
Sir, she was message in chat box, sir.
ওকে হুমায়ুন কবির
Sir, he has some network issue, sir. He was present.
ওকে হাবিব প্রেজেন্ট সানজিদা খান
Yes, sir.
মিতু দেন অর্চিতা রয় সুমায়া ইসলাম শান্তা
Yes, sir.
কাজী ফারিয়া শারমিন শিয়াব সারওয়ার
Sir, she was present, sir.
জোবায়ের
Very disconnected, sir.
ওকে জোবায়ের শাহিন প্রেজেন্ট is
Yes,
anybody
sir.
left
Sir, she was present, sir.
Sir,
হ্যাঁ
Moshir Rahman.
হ্যাঁ মশিউর given
17103186, sir.
হ্যাঁ লুবনা present so okay
Sir.
dear student thank you for
Sir.
attending the class yes